This is gonna suck, dude. I gotta play nothing but zone because I don't have no good corners. 89 speed is my fastest corners. Yeah. Damn. Damn. Yeah, he was a beast when I played with that one bullshit league I was in. I can't imagine what that league is at right now. Them cheating ass motherfuckers gonna have 9 X factors on defense. Like, really? Nah, bruh. I'm about to play my game. I got broadcasting, bro. All right.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Oh, yeah, he got Gurley on
the
touchback. Oh, God damn. But wait a minute. That is he not an X Factor? I mean, Gurley better be on this team. Well, we don't need to play this shit.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. He's going to be dropped forward.
He's not even a star?
Past the 30 to the 32.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Ryan. His throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. The Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl.
Look at the time.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket.
Fuck, did he get that? There's 2 dudes right there.
Yeah, he will go out right near
fuck out of here. Matty Ice is not tight like that.
Nice pick up there.
Shitty ass fucking quarterback.
First down Falcons. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst.
Glad you saw that.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Ryan will throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Hey, that's cool shit.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. He'll find his receiver, that's Chad Beebe. And he'll be taken down.
Chad Beebe.
They work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st
It is
down.
not fair, but everybody should have this option, man.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins open here, Adam Thielen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Cousins. They're able to locate Wilson. And they'll get this one down at the 20-yard line. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
Well, just follow the hole, boy.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Cook running right. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Cousins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dante Fowler drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Oh, really?
And Bailey able to knock it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan got an open man. It's Ratley. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
They went for broke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
No, that's your ass here. That's your ass here.
Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal.
Take it, though.
And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field. Hey, 382, 850. Hey, we're good, we're good.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back.
That's all right.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a
That's the
4th
ball out,
down.
Lord.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Fuck, man. Shitty ass fucking punt.
As he sends
What the
it
fuck
away.
are you doing?
And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own
Sorry
40-yard
ass
line.
fucking punter. That ain't gonna work. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's not gonna
So
work.
here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Nope.
Early on 1st down with no
Stop that.
blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This time Ryan will throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit.
Oh, my God. If you missed with a block, just that one fucking dude. I was out of there. I was going to score, and that's what it's like. Hey, yo, where are you going to stop?
The opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of factor as we are back underway in the second half. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Like that, man. God damn. Really? Onside kick? Wow.
Hey, Jahan, where are you? Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you Jahan.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Then he completes it to Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rudolph on the receiving end for Cousins. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Big stop, big stop, let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
What you got, baby? Give me some. Give me some. Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Check 45 to mine. Where's Jahan? Where's Jahan?
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 10-7. Bailey Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give them some.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
God damn! My boys are slow as shit. Do you hear me? I got no corners. This is going to fuck me up all year. God damn. Where's my pressure at, too?
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Ryan to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back at 28. Different story this time around. We had a huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley.
Come on, y'all. You got to get in front of that fucking
bring him
ball.
down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, that. Give me that rock.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They start the drive with Cook. And an alley to run. That one good for 33 in the 1st.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Check 52. What's that? Here we go.
Here's Madison running on 1st down.
If you had any
This
type of
winds
speed,
up
I
a
could
pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. I got you.
Cousins. And
Damn it!
got tipped. Got to
Open like a motherfucker, too.
It brings up 3rd. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Come on, Thielen!
Down there, but he cannot connect.
Come on, Thielen!
It doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover.
What is up with my fucking punting?
Grabbing the momentum with the defensive.
God damn it!
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
After getting the football, now zapped right back in the other direction. A
What the
special
fuck?
teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26
It's not
yards
stopping when I need
officially
it to
on the
stop.
punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
God.
And he can't escape.
Why did he stop?
Ryan goes down.
Wow.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
He was wide fucking open.
To throw is Ryan.
Now you can see that on the left side. He was open again.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. That's complete to Smith. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ryan will throw again. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former 1st-round pick, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. Throwing again, Ryan. And that's caught by Smith. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Ryan, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Yes, sir.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
And an alley to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. 39 yards there, a big one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They go play action.
What are you doing?
Heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Set the tone. Defense, let's go.
Hey, high 7.
Come on. Pick me up. Here we go. Check 45 to mine.
Gun.
45 to mine. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And look at this. They
Come on,
get the
Thielen.
turnover.
Go
They
get
get
the
it
fucking ball.
intercepted.
Come on,
TJ
bro.
Green with a pick. A critical error there.
I knew I should have threw it to the tight end. I know.
All you talk
Trying to
about
shit.
is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and
Face
sometimes
mask,
you can be
really,
so
bro.
careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, Sal.
Mike 50. Mike 50. 21. I'm going back to you.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Bailey's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw. Jones has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
He's out.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And
what the fuck was that? Oh, I'm about to say, man, like, goddamn.
Instead, it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation.
He's calling the same fucking play, dude. God damn, bruh. That's how your ass is getting set. It's on the same goddamn fucking play, man.
Play at this point in the game. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game?